In addition to the sing-off, as you guys won that, what are some like hallmark moments that you like were like, oh, this is taking Home Free to the next level between, 2013 and now, or 2012 and now? Were there some monumental things like, oh, this was a big, like this helped us a lot?
I mean, when Kenny Rogers, reached out to us, we didn't do anything to try and get in touch with him. He reached out to us. That was really incredible. And through that process, we made a friend and somebody who was very kind to us in his final years. He was just such a gem, and we could talk about him for a very long time. But there was a moment that came maybe 2 years after the sing-off, whenever we had worked with Kenny at the Christmas on his Christmas album, Children Go Where I Send Thee. And dude, he was so kind. And then we had an opportunity to go and do the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon with Kenny Rogers, and we were so ecstatic. We were over the moon. Okay, we had a show, sold out show. Actually, no, it wasn't even sold out. This was back whenever we first were doing Nashville as a venue. So we were at the T-Pack, and I think we had like 1,200 people there, and it's like a 1,400 seat venue or something like that, But it's still a great, great crowd. We had a great night, and then we had to get up the next morning, be on a plane at 6 a.m. to go to New York and go do the Tonight Show. We're ecstatic. So we get up, we get to the airport, we're on Twitter. Oh my gosh, we're going to do the Tonight Show, and we get on the plane. And they're like, mechanical difficulties.
Oh no.
And we're like, oh no, this we have time. That's why we flew so early. It'll be okay. We have time. We get off that plane. We board another plane. Mechanical difficulties.
Oh,
at this time, oh my God, what are we gonna do? We then by flight, but we bought tickets on 3 different airlines for New York at this point. We're like, we have to do it. It doesn't matter. It's a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity for us at this point. We got to go do this. And then we get on the 3rd flight on American Airlines. Now we've been on Delta, and we get there. They're about to shut the door, and pilot comes over. Sorry, they've closed down New York due to fog.
Oh my gosh.
We can't go anywhere till the fog's cleared. You got to deplane. We're like, well, what? We're freaking out on Twitter. Like, what's going to happen? This is terrible. American Airlines. Wow. Delta. And our fans are getting the play-by-play, right?
What year was this?
So this would have been like probably 2015. We won the sing-off in 2013. I think it's 2015 would be my best guess. It might be 2016, but I'm going to say approximately one of those 2 years. Okay. So anyways, we deplane. At this point, we are able to charter a private jet from Nashville to, we're on the phone with this Tonight Show the whole time too, because we're supposed to be there by like 10 a.m., and we're on the phone with them the whole time. They're like, it's okay. If you get here by such and such a time, then you can still do the show. We can work the schedule and the rehearsal stuff and the sound checks and the spot checks and all this stuff you got to do for TV. And we're like, okay, it's gonna be fine. Oh my God. And we're like vomiting. We're like green, because this is way back in the day, especially like we can't afford $20,000 on a private jet at the drop of a hat, but we did it, right? We put it on a credit card. We're like, well, we'll figure it out, right? We have to do this with Kenny Rogers, the Tonight Show. So we leave the airport, we go to the other airport near B&A right over here in Nashville, and the jet's there and ready for us. We're waiting on the pilot. We get on the phone with them, and we paid for the jet. And what happens when you do something like that? You pay for half of it up front. Then you pay for the other half at the end of the flight, for like the return flight, right? Like, okay, whatever. So we paid them half up front. We're about to get on the flight, and they tell us, you guys, sorry, we changed our mind. You can't do it. You're not going to be on the Tonight Show. Sorry. We're like, but it's before. We can still get there before the 10. They're like, we don't care. Sorry. It's TV, and they make decisions in a jiffy, and it's just how it is.